The 21st century. For citizens of developed nations, it feels like an era of progress. Artificial intelligence, democracy, freedom of speech, better jobs, longer lives. War? That belonged to the past, a relic of black and white film. We imagined bombed-out Aleppo, street battles in Fallujah. But missile strikes on Kiev, in the heart of modern Europe? Unthinkable. Then came February 24th, 2022, and that illusion shattered. Now European Union prepares for a continental war, as two largest armies of Europe locked in trench warfare. In the Middle East, a new conflict simmers between Israel, Iran, and Western allies. And in the Pacific, two global giants edge closer to confrontation. In 2019, no one imagined 2025 like this. So, why does war never end? What drove it in the past? What fuels it today? And will we ever break free from its grip? The first wars weren't fought with flags or armies. They were raw, brutal clashes between tribes for water, for land, for survival. In a world of predators, humans became predators too. Archaeological sites tell the story. Skulls with blade marks, fortified hilltops. Conflict existed long before writing, long before nations or ideologies. It was about survival, nothing more. But as civilizations rose, war evolved. Egypt, Assyria, China, Rome. Every empire waged war. Why? To seize land, to control trade, for religious or ideological dominance, and of course ambition. Rome didn't just conquer, it expanded endlessly. More land meant more wealth, more slaves, more power. The Middle Ages brought a new motive. Religion, the Crusades, holy wars, inquisitions. Faith became a weapon, a banner under which kings and generals spilled rivers of blood. But behind every divine mission stood greed, power, control. With the rise of nation-states, war turned political. Napoleon's campaigns, colonial conquests, world wars that pulled the entire planet into chaos. When diplomacy fails, cannons speak. And the cost? World War II alone, over 70 million dead. But even that wasn't the end. The 20th century changed the rules, but not the game. Nuclear weapons made war between superpowers suicidal. So instead, proxy wars raged. Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, the Middle East, Africa. Dozens of flashpoints, all part of a global chess match. And peace? Often just a pause. After the fall of the Soviet Union, many hoped peace had finally come. But while Europe sighed in relief, Russian imperialists called it a defeat. And revenge was only a matter of time. Today, we send rockets to Mars. We build AI. We hold the knowledge of the world in our pockets. And yet we still drop bombs. Why? For resources, oil, minerals, land. For ideology and nationalism. For the ambitions of authoritarian rulers. Because of inequality, fear, and propaganda. And yes, because war is profitable. Entire industries profit from destruction. To some, peace is not good business. On one hand, humanity has grown wiser. We built international law, the United Nations, humanitarian norms. We condemn aggression, at least publicly. But dictators remain. Corporations fund war. Extremist groups seek blood. The internet unites us but also divides us. Instead of dialogue, we scream. Instead of peace, we polarize. Maybe war isn't inevitable, but as long as there's greed, fear, and ambition, it will never be far away. War isn't just soldiers and weapons. It's fear, it's hunger, it's the ideas we refuse to question. And just as war begins in the mind, perhaps that's where it must end. Until we learn to resolve conflict without violence, history will keep repeating itself.